Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to e-rev.tv for this Sunday night of StarCraft 2. It's going to be free. You're going to get to use your computer chair to watch it, but you'll only be using the Edge. My name is Laser, and casting with me tonight, as always, is Trey. How you doing, Trey?
I'm alright.
Damn, keeping the excitement to the extreme. Extreme. Okay, so we are doing an ESEA match tonight between Team RS and Cheese Factory, right? That's the other team?
Cheese Factory, yep.
Man, I really hope this whole team isn't like a Smurf account team where all they do is like 6-pool and cannon rush. And
I can tell you they are, because the highest guy, the profile I've looked at so far, is simply Silver League, which doesn't mean anything. Obviously, it could be a joke account. I feel like a lot of people have those. And, yeah.
Well, Smurf accounts are fun, but we're going to have a ZVZ on Scrap Station, so let's get spawn positions out of the way. We have our green Zerg, Mystic, from Team RS spawning at the top position on Scrap Station, and in the bottom position we have our yellow Zerg, AMD with an S and a Z.
He's already cheesing.
For triple,
living up to the name.
For triple, plural, or something like that. And then we have the Overlord's Touch in the middle, and we have 2 Zerglings run across the map with a 3rd Zergling, or not, drone, sorry. 3 drones. Maybe we'll have awesome spine crawlers. What is he doing? He doesn't even have a spawning.
Who knows?
You know what? I'm not going to assume, because the last time we said something like this, it was when Root Cats did it to...
Yeah.
Who did he do it to? And it worked perfectly on Step.
That's strange.
Okay, so spawning pool versus spawning pool.
And a gas
not... Okay.
And a attacking of the gas. This is strange. This is strange. We always try and tell you, we try and let you in, especially for new players, to let you know what's going on. Honestly, I don't know what's going on right now. But the name is Cheese Factory, and they're living up to it, so you know. Okay.
He stole a gas.
Mystic is confused.
Yeah, he stole a gas for no reason, because no Zerg opens double gas ever. Ever.
No, not in the history of Zerg.
And then
and AMD is playing dumb.
Yeah. So this is
what?
This is gonna be sweet.
What did I do that you haven't seen before?
Okay, there's the spine crawler. What I don't understand is why he didn't just put the spawning pool in his base and just bring 3 drones for spine crawlers. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Mystic isn't attacking the... Okay, there we go. Man, heavily intense, interesting strategy. Well, Mystic can not only play StarCraft, but he can commentate his own games, because this is apparently a French strategy.
Oh, also, an interesting note about this team is they're French-Canadian, so, you know, that could explain why he's being weird, because French-Canadians are in fact weird.
Oh, you just upset the entire Canadian population.
All 3 of them that have electricity.
Okay. Well, that was
there we go.
cool.
There's a counter attack right now coming back from Mystic, which should pretty much end the game if he's able to.
Well, he does have a few Zerglings in the spine crawlers going up, but still, it's like, what?
I mean, even if those spine crawlers go up, he can get past them and just do work on his drones there, which is what he's gonna do. And this is, I don't know why it's
and reverse, Mystic is going to put spine crawlers behind the mineral line. Well, this is one of those games where you scratch your head and then you go check out what other streams are on Team Liquid, because this is ridiculous.
I just want to remind you that this tournament is $5,000. They're playing for $5 grand right now, and this is happening. You're watching it. This is what's going on.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what to commentate on besides 4 spine crawlers going up for Mystic and 2 going up for AMD.
And he's got speed. Mystic has speed done. He's killing that spawning pool. And that's pretty much it. He's not going to be able to do anything else besides lose at this point. I almost had you don't spawning pools explode.
Okay. I think he meant evolution chamber.
well,
like the old evolution
yeah,
chamber
well,
trick,
that's
but still.
yeah. If for those of you that are newer out there, if you do the Evo chamber rush, you can build a hatchery on. It's got to be a non-Zerg though, but you build the Evo chamber on their base. After you build a hatchery, you cancel it, build an Evo chamber on it, and basically it turns into a time bomb. And when the Evo chambers are done, the broodlings come out, and that's when you can kind of time your attack, at that point. But I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking there.
That was
Interesting game.
Yeah, let me tell you, that was. I'm gonna save that replay because it was in the top favorites of games played.
It's in its top what not to do. This could be the fastest cats we've ever brought to you in the history of e-rev StarCraft 2. If that game goes anything like it did. But it looks like they're timing their games out, so we'll be able to bring at least a couple of them to you, so we'll see. Good game, Mystic, he says. Almost had you. Silly French Canadians.
Pretty intense gameplay right there, but I really hope they do something serious. Wouldn't it be weird if, like, if he just
Well, they're
did that,
called
he
Cheese
threw
Factory.
away? I'm just saying, but wouldn't it be weird if they just threw that first game away, like, all the time, and then they, like, 2-1 from there on out?
Yeah, like he was just super confident that he could get it done from that point. But see, but the thing is, most of the teams I've seen in ESEA, ESEA doesn't have any separation in the divisions yet, so you're gonna get weird teams like this, and then they're playing with teams like RS and VT, EG, all the pro teams. So there's no division, and it's just strange. You're gonna watch strange matches.
Speaking of other pro teams and other divisions with breakdowns, on Wednesday we have a CEVO Pro match between, and by the way, it's a playoff match. It's going to be between RS and VT, and then tomorrow night we have Micro and Macro, and let me pull up the bracket really quick before I don't want to say the wrong team. Micro and Macro versus Stoke Esports Associated. So the bracket's a little weird because they only have 10 teams in this bracket. So it's like 4 teams are playing to get seeded into the round of 8 teams. So Insanity plays Eternal Plague to get seeded into the 8, and then Micro and Macro plays Stoke Esports Associated to get seeded into the 8. So,
yeah, if I had to make a prediction, I would say Eminem is probably going to win. For the Insanity game, I'm not sure. But, yeah, either way, most of those teams are in ESEA as well, so they're all teams that are here to stay. They're going to do nothing but get better from here on out.
yeah, exactly. Well, I know we're doing ESEA right now, but
And
I'll just do a quick CEVO breakdown of the brackets. Since we're waiting, I mean, we're ready. Who are they waiting on? AMD's is
AMD left the game on accident, and I just re-invited him.
Okay. Well, for the breakdown for the CEVO brackets, this is gonna be for the round of 8 after Micro and Macro and Eternal Plague and Insanity and all that play. It'll be 11 Gaming versus Think Quick. Prediction for that one: I haven't seen 11 Gaming play, and we have one of our own players that made it into Think Quick, so I'm gonna give favoritism to Think Quick in that one. Then, if Micro and Macro get seeded, which I'm leaning towards they will, they'll play against 6 Jacks Energy, which is the number 1 seed. And for that match, unfortunately, I'd probably give that to 6 Jacks.
Yeah, me too.
Even though Micro and Macro had to, battle their way to get in there. Okay, well, the game's starting on Zelnaga Cavern ZVZ again. So, let me get some spawn positions out of the way, and then we'll go back while they do just some Harvester Micro stuff. Top right position, Yellow Zerg, Cheese Factory AMD's, and bottom left, Team RS Mystic Red Zerg.
Strange
okay.
map choice for AMD after watching his playstyle from the last one is, if I were going to cheese, I would pick a smaller map.
Maybe he's not going to cheese. Maybe he picked this map because it has some really good open areas. Well, it has some funnel areas, but it does have some decent open areas too. And it's pretty even for expansions. You don't have to do anything funky, so maybe he's just going to play a normal game from here on out. But I'm going to get back to these brackets really quick so we can finish up. Then the lower half of the bracket, the next two games for the will be Evil Geniuses versus either Insanity or Eternal Plague. I don't know those teams well enough to choose, to be honest. But
Yeah, it should be a
after
good game.
yeah, and then it'll be Team RS versus VT Gaming, which we will bring to you guys Wednesday. So Monday will be Micron Macro versus Stoke Esports, and then Wednesday will be VT versus RS. But go back to this game. We have a gas dropped and then a spawning pool drop from Mystic, which is 100% indication of speedling play.
Hatchery at the ramp. No rush 20 minutes, please. He requests. I don't know if Mystic is gonna oblige that, but I don't I don't think that he will. Maybe he says maybe, so you never know. Okay, well, another cheese going down. Possibly all queens if he's trying to block his ramp like this. I've seen that happen before. Especially Yep, blocking the ramp with two hatcheries could be an all queen type of thing. Kind of strange. Strange again, but I would expect nothing less from the cheese factory. And if you watch the first game with the spawning pool in the other team's base, that was kind of weird.
Well, at least I was right about the speedling play, so it makes me feel better. And then watching two hatcheries go down there makes me depressed because having
I
to sit
know.
in this
I didn't
game
want. Well, three hatcheries
hurts.
now, so that's
Third
four
hatchery.
hatcheries.
Now it's something new. Now, see, now I'm not depressed anymore.
Now he just changed the game.
The meta game?
With that hatchery, he just changed the game.
And he's going
I'm
Void
taking the
Rays.
Void Rays. Please don't disturb. Okay. Well, if nothing else, this game is at least amusing because I'm laughing.
I guarantee
And I'm
you
liking
that this VOD that we have and this
RS.
replay will be on Team Liquid before
I guarantee you. I guarantee you it will.
guarantee this.
And this is one of the good things about open play for Team League is stuff like this is going to happen, and I can only hope the next two games that we bring you are going to be just like this.
Just very high-class, professional play.
Just basically the best of the best going against each other in a high-level match of skill. Best player wins. Nothing weird going on.
I mean, if some of you guys, I know not everyone has refined everything they can do, but if you're sitting at the top of Diamond right now and you just can't make it into Masters League, well, maybe you should open up with 3 hatcheries because this is what the pros do.
Pool. And it's not paying off for him right now, but I'm sure it probably wins in Canada or something.
Yeah, maybe. When $5,000 is on the line,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the standard opening.
If I'm in a clutch situation, I may build 3 hatcheries. Maybe he is a really great player and he just folded from the pressure. Like he was like, "Oh no, we're playing these guys. I gotta cheat." And he just folded. I don't know. God damn it, good game again. Not my choice of that one wasn't so pretty. Couldn't have said it better myself, AMD. Excellent choice of words. Second game, 2-0 for Mystic.
Well,
first round goes to RS.
I'm pretty sure Mystic was
Interesting game.
that was probably a butt clincher for him. He's probably scared the whole way through.
Well, when you see 3 hatcheries, sometimes you don't know what to think. Like what would you think if you went into a base and saw 3 hatcheries? Besides auto win, what are you thinking?
Besides that, I would probably try to do the weirdest thing I could do in StarCraft and still win. As Protoss, I would probably expand like 8 times, and then make 200 food limit of probes, or 192 food limit of probes and a mothership, because motherships are classy. And I'd mass recall my entire army of probes into his base and just wreak havoc.
Yeah, definitely. I may have obliged him with that no rush 20 minutes that he was asking for if I saw 3 hatcheries. simply because he literally could not get out of his base. So I don't know what, he was obviously not a threat at that point. I may have done something a little funny.
Okay. Well, I'm talking to RS Phelan, which is the manager of Team RS, who has been nothing but polite to us since we started casting with them, always working out times with us, which we do appreciate over here at e-rev.
Why don't you two
And
get a room?
we will. We're in a private chat right now. I got a special message open with him. I know you're probably sitting in one of these channels with all these guys.
I'm jealous.
Uh-oh, you jelly? But, he's gonna let us cast Maker's game, which will be Terran versus something, because I know Maker is Terran. Maker always plays Terran. Very good Terran player as well, like his playstyle. And he doesn't always do the standard type of play, but it always seems to work out for him, so we'll see what happens. And we're gonna see if Bashington is T, it'll be TVT on Scrap Station. I'm not sure what the deal is.
All right, Bashington versus Maker.
Well,
Maker's
Bashington,
one of my personal favorite Terrans, and I've never seen Bashington play, so this
he's
should
good.
be cool.
He's 352 diamond, by the way. 352 points in diamond. 26
Interesting.
wins, 26 losses. And he favors Protoss apparently in that. And he's got a bonus pool of 2600. So,
Okay.
this is going to be a PVT on Scrap Station. And I almost want to certainly guarantee 2-gate rush opening from Bashing.
If it's not a proxy 2-gate rush, then it will be completely worthless because the run distance is so far from the one base to the next. But honestly, I don't expect anything less from Cheese Factory besides something off the wall and weird. And you never know, even at a pro level, if someone is able to pull off like an efficient, like a super strong, weird cheese, then it could definitely win. So we'll see.
Who are all these guys? I swear.
Low gym rising. Well, you can't set. Yeah, well, you can set it private, but people just join off a friends list whenever games are made, and they just get in. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? Get out of my game. Yeah, kick everyone except for us.
So Bobcat's gonna clear out this lobby, and then we're gonna make sure Maker and Bash are ready. Bash is ready, just waiting on Maker.
Maker, by the way, RS is offering lessons now if you go to their website. And Maker is Terran. He's the first one offering lessons, but they say more to come with Protoss and Zerg as well. But I suggest it to anyone. I've paid for lessons before, and it pays off a lot. Like, you may know exactly what to do, but when you have someone over your shoulder telling you what to do, when to do it, you realize just how bad you are and how many mistakes you make in a game, and you're able to improve at a rapid rate. So I suggest it to anyone.
And Valen wants me to wanted to let me know that they are 2-0 across the board so far, because
Okay.
I'm assuming that Cheese Factory is literally just cheesing and not getting anything accomplished.
You never know, though. This could be it. This could be where they turn it around. I doubt it, but it could happen.
Maker needs a minute. Which is weird because the way these games are going, he could probably win in less.
He's probably finishing up a lesson. Hold on, I'm working. Let me come back and smash this guy. In a minute. But yeah, nothing much known about Cheese Factory before this game. I've never seen them before. I haven't seen them in any other leagues. I assume it's just a group of friends that got together and decided to make a team, and wound up in ESEA. which ESEA,
Isn't there a
interesting thing
buy-in
about
for
them, you got to pay.
ESEA?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You have to pay. Each player has to pay to get in, so that kind of weeds out a lot of the nonsense. Well, you would think. But you know, I respect them for that.
Surprise,
I respect them for
surprise.
getting in and doing what they're doing right now. Because you may only be able to do it literally for this one season before there's a pro league, and but still, pretty funny. Pretty funny so far. They're also pretty efficient trolls. They were trying to tell us that we couldn't cast these games without getting forms and such from from their lawyers, which obviously is
From
not
their
true.
from their parents because they're underage and they need parental signatures on any type of media coverage.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know, I would assume by
Well,
buying a game with a mature rating, you know, or a teen rating. Is it mature or teen for StarCraft?
I think it's teen. I don't think this game would be rated mature at all.
Just, well, never mind then.
Oh,
My
now
point is
specialist
done.
is here. This is one of the most low beat, unenthusiastic casts.
There's really okay. Kick specialist, and then we'll go ahead. Yeah, I know. I really can't get too excited about these. I mean, it's funny what the first game we watched,
Ever
but it was
over
like
here at
it was
e-rev.
like 10 minutes,
So
but
I
you
do
can't
apologize.
get into it.
And anyone who tuned in for some crazy StarCraft action, again, do apologize. Go ahead, Bobcat, start it up. Okay, so Scrap Station TVP, spawning in top position, yellow Terran RS Maker. Spawning in the bottom position, purple Protoss Cheese Factory Bashington. I'm just gonna call him Bash.
Bashington is a weird name because I assume, you know, he's playing off of Washington, and this is a Canadian team. And Washington clearly was not Canadian in any way.
Okay, it's got some sweet pro micro, back and forth, back and forth. Pylon in his base, so unless that turns, I predict a forge and cannons.
Yeah, most definitely could be. He left a little bit late, so you never know. Maybe he's just, you know, could just be scouting. Maybe Bashington is their ace and their first two games were the cheese guys. You never know.
Maybe, but we're
When
at
you're going
12
against
now.
Maker, I mean, even well-known pros obviously go down to this guy, so I don't foresee this ending well.
What? Gateway. He
Oh,
just blew my mind.
probe attack. This is the first straight-up game we've casted tonight, then. Well, so far.
That's right. Doing a little doing a little harassment on the SCV, then just kind of queuing around, no big deal. Baker getting some
This is my
gas.
prediction. I say
for
he
it. What's
plays
your
this game straight up. It goes how it goes. Second game, he's gonna cheese. Because they are Cheese Factory, and they are Canadian.
Maybe. We do have gas down now for Protoss, but he doesn't have anything in it. So, sweet. Oh, there he goes. Orbital command going up for the Terran, getting his first Marine out. Pretty standard stuff. What do you think, Tech Lab or Reactor? What are you feeling?
If he got gas, actually, probably Tech Lab. Probably Tech Lab. That's the most standard opening, but the run distance. There we go, Tech Lab.
Tech
But the run
Lab?
distance is so far, it makes the fast Marauders slow attack. You know, where you go with like one Marine, one Marauder, and an SCV. It makes it slightly less effective because. But I mean, Bashington hasn't even started building units yet, so he could still definitely get it off.
Okay. Well, Bashington does finish his cybernetics core, and he has a second gas going up. It's about halfway. I feel like maybe that gas was a little bit early. but opting to get the Stalker first over the Zealot, which is, you know,
It's
it's
pretty good, I
doable,
think.
especially. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's not good for close positions, but again, Scrap Station against a Terran, if he were to show up with a Marine or something like that versus Stalker, easy battle for the Protoss player.